Hello fellow traders, Marv Eisen here again from Timeless Dollar Trading Academy, and today I'm going to make another video about how to tell where to get on a trade, what kind of stop loss to set, and how to figure where the market is going to go. Now, as you know, if you've seen any of my hundreds of prior videos, you know that I use the Taylor calculator as one of my key indicators. The only other indicator I use is the stochastics that you see at the bottom, relatively fast stochastic usually, but the greatest determinant of where prices are going to go are prices themselves, right? So price action is important, but then again, we have to work with the volatility of the market. We have to expect the volatility. So here on Wednesday, February 5th, the market opened up just about at the middle, just above the middle of the trading zone, and this chart is the S&P E-mini 3-minute candle. Support is down here at 6,006, resistance at 60.69. So 63-point range is forecast for the day according to the Taylor trading zone, okay? Now, we have to see where prices are going to go before we jump on, because we never know where prices are going to go. Nevertheless, there's another key indicator over here, not indicator, but a clue of where prices might go, and that's the previous day's close, which is the gap trade, which is the key trade. If you trade no other trade, and there are only 6 trades, trade the gap trade. So on Wednesday, February 5th, there was an opportunity for a gap trade, 10 points between each horizontal line on this chart. So significant, 10 points is significant trading the E-mini or the micro E-mini. You know, it's you don't have to risk $50 a point. You can go with $5 a point. Nevertheless, let's see where the market went and how to use our trading tools, plus our experience with how the market moves. Now, as I said, there's volatility in the morning, and that's to be expected. There's the stop runs. The market is going to try to hide its direction, hide where it's going to go, but it can't do it all day. It has to make a move. It has to go to where it's going to go to. And so 63 points is the range, and let's see where it's going to go to. And that range is determined from the low to the high of the day, or if the high is hit first, down to the low. So let's start the action, and this is just before the market opened. Here we go, 9:30. Market is trying to climb toward the gap, doesn't make it, settles into a pattern, basically range bound for a while, but okay, so I'm going to stop it here. The market made a low right over here at 60.30 and a high at 60.55. Now this is intraday, and I'm talking about in the morning. See where my cursor is, right over here and right over here? These two stop runs. Okay, so these are the limits of the early morning stop runs, and these are meant to shake you out. But of course, if you're not trading, if you're just watching, you know that these are indications of giving you a hint of where the market is likely to go. So where's the market likely to go? Now, at 11:15 or just after 11 a.m., the prices took out the earlier high. So the indication is the market is likely to trade up, but where is it going to go? Well, 63 points is the target, or thereabouts, okay? I'm not saying that the Taylor calculator is infallible, but it's the next best thing to a crystal ball for traders, okay? So the market, I'm figuring the market is likely to go higher, because if it's going to go lower, it's going to go from a high over here at 60.54 down here somewhere. But I'm figuring it's going to go higher. Why? Because it took out the early morning high. Remember, the market can't hide its intention all day. Eventually, it's got to give us a hint of where it's going to go and the limit of where it's going to go. And we know that the limit is going to be around 63 points. So what I'm going to do, I'm figuring right over here that the market is going to move to the higher end of the day. And I'm going to use the intraday low here at 60.30 to transpose my trading zone to figure where the market is likely to go. Nevertheless, there's still the gap trade, all right? This gap trade is still a viable trade. And if you want to take a trade somewhere around here and take it to the gap trade and then get off there, and that's fine. That would give you a 10, maybe 15-point range or 15-point profit. But I'm going to take my trading zone. I'm going to clone it up. Remember, you have to take You have to take a leap of faith where the market is going to go. And so using the trading zone, I'm going to take my leap of faith that the market is going to trade up because it broke through the high, tested and broke through the high over here at 11.15. I'm going to take a pretty good educated guess the market is going to trade somewhere up around here. So getting on somewhere around here, 60.50 around there. Let's see where the market actually did go. Okay, continue the video. Okay, we hit the gap and then some. Okay, broke through, traded pretty much around the calculated resistance level. Okay, but we know that the market is going to attain about a 63-point range for the day. So it looks like we're not too far off. Okay, it's retreating. We're still in the green, remember? We're still in the green. And at the end of the day, and there we go. We get off at the end of the day at the closing candle. Remember, the close, it's wise to stay on till the close. You'll find this so often. Stay on at the close because that's when the market is really going to do its thing. Very often. And so trading, transposing the trading zone, let me center my chart. Transposing the trading zone to the intraday low that was put in at 60.30. The market attained a high at 60.88 within 5 points of the 63-point calculated trading zone, trading range. So that was a pretty good trade. So getting on around here, I'm not going to go up here, but getting on around here at 60.52 and getting off around 60.84, all right, 32 point profit for the day, not too bad, with a pretty good indication that the market was going to go in our direction because of the fact that it took out the high at about 11.15. So that's my video for today. Marv Eisen for Timeless Dollar Trading Academy. Thanks so much for watching. And by the way, if you are interested in getting the Taylor calculator, go to my site at timelessdollar.com. Click the link over here, Taylor Trading Calculator, and you'll be able to read all about it, what it is if you've never heard of it. It's a system of mathematical modeling developed by George Taylor about 80 years ago, and it works in most markets, all right? People around the world use it to trade, and it's a great tool. It looks like this. When you set it up, you only need to enter four pieces of information each day, which is the open, high, low, and closing price, and all the numbers to the right fill in. So that's it. Now, by the way, one more thing, guys. I want to point out one more thing. Today, or rather Friday, on February 7th, we have the economic calendar. U.S. employment report comes out pre-market at 8:30. So that's going to be a market mover. So, just to see what happens. The market has made a climb, a run up to the upside the last several days. I think it's getting a little tired and it's set for some profit taking. So again, thanks for watching. Trade safely, use lots of patience, and I'll see you in my next video. Marv Eisen for Timeless Dollar Trading Academy.